What's going on here? Told me I was just taking out the garbage. Where you been?
Shit, man, I've been taking care of these motherfuckers.
Oh, damn.
Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. Now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. Shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. Watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. Welcome to my house. 'Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is my land. And this is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. This is God's plan. And if you ain't from here, then you won't understand. You won't understand. This is my country, and this is who I am. So welcome to my house. So welcome to my house. Stand up for mine. You better believe it, 'cause today won't be your day. I can guarantee it, you should turn and walk away and get to leaving, or I'll let this 12 gauge do all my speaking. Don't push me on the edge, boy. Don't push me on the edge, boy. 'Cause I'm aiming for your head, boy. 'Cause I'm aiming for your head, boy. And all I see is red, boy. And all I see is red, boy. I told you not to cross that line. I told you not to cross that line. I'm giving you a chance, boy. I'm giving you a chance, you see boy. The devil in a glance, boy. The devil in a glance, I can knock you out your pants, boy. Knock you out your pants, boy. I told you not to fuck with mine. I told you not to fuck with mine. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. Y'all was coming in, and now you're backing out. Now you're backing out. It's hard to talk big with a shotgun in your mouth. Shotgun in your mouth. I'm glad you brought your friends. They can watch it go down. Watch it go down. I got mine too. So welcome to my house. 'Cause these are my people, and this is my land. This is my land.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to UltimateDirtTV. Tonight on the program, the first of two races here for the JSI Racing League. First up is the 360 winged sprint cars, and tonight we come to the longest virtual dirt track on the iRacing.com service, USA International Speedway, 3/4 of a mile in distance. Brett Wheeler joined alongside Matthew Bailey. Matty, welcome back, buddy.
Yeah, thanks, mate. It's been a minute since I've been behind the microphone, and obviously work circumstances prevail, obviously, for me doing this. So, but yeah, it's good to be here tonight. Thanks.
All right, qualifying results on the program. 50 drivers signed into the virtual pit area here tonight as we take a look at qualifying. The Black Diamond Motorsports number 90 machine of Trevor Royer is the man to go quick time. We'll see 5 heat races on the program. Sean Stevens, second quick. Daniel Hardigan, Bo Oldfield, and Richie McLeod round out your top 5. Craig Dunn, Tullum McQuilkin, Joshua Walton, Braden Shute, and Clayton Tilley make up your top 10 as we take a look at heat race number 1 of 5. And Trevor Royer, the Black Diamond Motorsports number 90 machine, will start from pole position. He's outside, pole leading the 057 machine. That is Craig Dunn, position number 2.
Position number 3 will be the 14 car of Cooper Wilson, known as outside the 55 machine of Cody Lawrence.
Jacob Coke will line up at a position number 5, driving the 15 machine to his outside. The Synergy Sim Racing entry, that's Jaden Russell, position at number 6.
Drew Fenton will line up the 08 car out of position number 7 on his outside. Position number 8 is the 10 car of Darryl Kirk.
And we go back to your 5th and final row, out of position number 9, driving caliber 22, Benjamin Harris, position number 9. And driving the LJR number 76 for JSI Racing, Luke Johnson lines up out of position number 10. Let me fix 2 things up here. And then we are going to be good to go. And hopefully this is going to fix up OneDrive. And no, it did not, so I'll manually do that. But this is a racetrack that is very long compared to some of the other tracks on the service.
Yeah, definitely right, mate, as well. And, obviously we've seen in the past, we've seen some pretty cool racing here at USA International Speedway. And, well, hopefully these guys can turn up again tonight.
Well, that indeed they will. We'll take a look here. Heat race number 1 getting set to roll off. The iRacing.com page track about to pull infield. The first of 5 heat races on the program for this evening. Set for a start. From your leaders, Trevor Royer and Craig Dunn. We're about to go green on the front straightaway. Green flag is out. We are underway. Craig Dunn and Trevor Royer. Dunn gets a run on the outside. Keep an eye on Cooper Wilson. But Royer going to lead through turn number 1 and 2. Dunn back there in second. Then you go back to Cody Lawrence, third. And now they're going to go 3 wide down into turn number 3 and 4. Contact between Croker and Wilson. And Jaden Russell now slots into position number 4.
Yeah, that was very close there down the back straightaway, mate. It was Jaden Russell went 3 wide there in turn number 3, and I think it was just a little bit too tight there going into that corner. So your race leader, race fans, is Trevor Royer, Craig Dunn back there in the wicket cushion. Number 57 machine as well back there in position number 2. And Cody Lawrence rounds out your top 3.
Now there was going to be a track change coming into tonight. As far as the track state, I should say, they were going to happen at about 30%, but kind of they are making a late adjustment to bring it back to 0% to just hold the track just a little bit longer. Of course, it might sacrifice some of that early racing early on in the night, but it'll certainly widen up when it comes to the 35 lap feature event time. Royer on lap number 4, leading down the back straightaway from Craig Dunn, following closely in behind him as they pile it away from the 55 of Cody Lawrence, who's now going to have some pressure here from Jaden Russell. And it's your top 4, Matt, that are going straight through to the main event. Everybody else will go to a consolation race.
Yeah, as well, mate, just heading down to turns 1 and 2 there. Saw Jaden Russell almost get into the side of Cody Lawrence there in the JPM number 55 machine. As well, at a turn number 4 this time by. We're halfway home, 5 down, 5 to run.
Trevor Royer continues to lead the way here at Lakelands, Florida's virtual USA International Speedway. 3/4 of a mile in distance. You see all the other tracks are half a mile or less, so by far the longest track, and a little bit longer than what Martinville is if you compare it to some asphalt racing here on the iRacing.com service. But as these drivers right now, they continue to tick the laps off as Trevor Royer continues to lead the way. Craig Dunn, Jaden Russell, Cody Lawrence still your top four. On the outside looking in, Jacob Croker, Cooper Wilson, Luke Johnson, who's moved up 3 positions as well. Drew Fenton, Benjamin Harris and Darryl Kirk. 3 to run for your leader of Royer.
Down to turns 1 and 2. Craig Dunn not giving up in the wicket cushion. Number 57 machine as well. Down to turn number 3 and 4. This time by 2 laps left to run. Out of turn number 4, Trevor Royer gets a good run down the main straightaway. Pitches it into turns 1 and 2. Craig Dunn not giving up there. Only a couple of tenths in it. Heading down the back straightaway into turns number 3 and 4. This time by out of turn number 4, and the white flag will fly. Trevor Royer will see the white lights this time by down the main straightaway. Brett, turn 1 and 2, we're last lap.
Yeah, just seen Jaden Russell pull infield there as he come off turn number 4. Not sure whether he may have been given a black flag with the move on Cody Lawrence or not, but he has pulled that car into the pit area. Into turn number 3, out of turn number 4. Checkered flag is out, and it's going to be Trevor Royer gets the win. I'm just trying to look for my... that camera there. Yeah. Alright, there we go. Well, we know Trevor Royer won. Second will go to Craig Dunn. Third is going to be Cody Lawrence. Cooper Wilson will transfer directly into the show in 4th position. Jacob Croker along with Luke Johnson, 5th and 6th. I'll head to a B main along with Drew Fenton, Benjamin Harris, Darryl Kirk and Jaden Russell. Heat number 2, Matty. Cars are lining up here on the front straightaway. We'll take a look at your starting grid.
Yeah, thanks, mate, as well. So off the pole position, it's going to be the 26 car of Sean Stevens, as on his outside, the TJS Sim Sports number 47 of Tyler McQuilkin.
Luke Wilson will pilot car number 9. He'll start from position number 3. To the outside, out of position number 4. Driving car number 79, it's Daniel Boyd.
Position number 5 will be the 18 car of Kobe Wright, and on his outside, position number 6, outside road number 3, will be the 50 car of Hayden Brown.
The Blackburn Motorsports 22 entry of Shannon Blackburn will start position number 7. He's outside, driving the Allure Esports car number 41, it's Tyler Bish.
Brody Masters will line up the 45 car out of position number 9, and Ricky Bates in the 041 car will line up out of position number 10.
Alright, there we go. Drivers in heat race number 2. Matt, I know you've done some racing around this this type of racetrack. Would you prefer to be in the booth or would you prefer to be on the racetrack?
In all seriousness, what brought me up here tonight, I was actually going to race in this, and then when I went into the league session, it was actually full. So it would have been pretty cool to be out on the racetrack tonight. It seems the racetrack is very hooked up, and actually, it's my type of racetrack. It's obviously once it slickens off, and that's when a lot of these race cars come to life. So it would have been good to be out there tonight, but even better up here with you, mate.
All right, here race number 2 here of the JSI Racing 360 Winged Sprint Car Series here at USA International Speedway. We'll have the UMP Rumble. Their opening round of the series will travel to the sprint car capital of the world, the Knoxville Raceway, for round number 1. We get set for a start this time by, and as they come to the out of turn number 4, they can't go until they get about a quarter way down the racetrack, Matty.
Yeah, here we go, race fans. Time to go after it. We're green here for heat race number 2. Down to turns number 1 and 2. Good start for the inside road there. Sean Stevens gets the early jump, though. Down to turns 1 and 2. Heading down the back straight away. Here comes McQuilkin on the inside of Sean Stevens. Takes the race lead heading into turn 3 and 4.
McQuilkin going to lead lap to 1. Stevens runs in second. There's contact. 2 cars into the concrete, and that's going to be Hayden Brown, Kobe Wright. So we stay green, no yellows in the consolation races. Tyler Bish from 8th up to position number 5, and Boyd got some pressure from Wilson. Sorry, Stevens, that is. Stevens slides up. Daniel Boyd back to the inside, and then you go back to the 51, or the 9, sorry, of Luke Wilson in that 4th and final transfer spot. And Matt, as I said before, earlier on, you sacrifice the racing just a little bit, but in the long run, when it comes to the main event, that's when you look to open up a number of different lines on the top, on the bottom. You've got even some drivers that can roll right through the middle.
Yeah, definitely right, mate, as well. Depends on how the teams set up their race cars as well, and how they're going to pitch the wing on the race car as well. It depends on the degrees on the on how they set up that top wing and that front nose wing as well. So that'll depend on that later on as well. Out of turn number 4, we're in lap number 4 down the main straightaway, Brett, into turns 1 and 2.
Well, here we go. It's still Tyler McQuilkin leading here in heat race number 2. Will complete lap number 5 this time by Sean Stevens, looking quick in that Wyobi number 26 machine. One of the newly formed teams here on the Dern side of things, of course, already showing some good and strong, promising results, going second quick in qualifying. Now finding himself sitting second in heat number 2. If he finishes second in this one, he'll start the main event from position number 7. So he's still got a bit of work to do if he wants to get towards the front of the field in tonight's main event. Of course, the winner of this one will start outside of Trevor Royer in that Black Diamond Motorsports number 9 machine. We got 4 to run, and here comes Stevens now looking up the inside on Tyler McQuilkin out of turn number 2.
Oh, heading down the back straight away. That was good look there for Sean Stevens as well. Into turn number 3 and 4 this time by. We're just over halfway home. We're about 3 laps left to go this time by as they cross the stripe into turns 1 and 2. McQuilkin still your race leader. This guy very nifty behind the wheel of a midget as well. Looking there, middle of the pack, Luke Wilson and that is Daniel Boyd. They're running the 3rd spot, the speedshot51.com entry as well, heading down the main straightaway. Now here comes Sean Stevens. Stevens looking on the outside of McQuilkin. You very rarely see this, Brett. Oh, there was a bit of contact.
Yeah, there was. Sean Stevens made the pass in 3 and 4 on the previous lap, and he took over the race lead. McQuilkin going to get shuffled back to 4th, back into 3rd as he drives around the outside of Luke Wilson. We come to the white flag. Sean Stevens, 1 lap left to run. Daniel Boyd sort of blocks that inside line, protecting from the move. Maybe coming from McQuilkin as they head down the back straightaway for the final time. Heat race number 2 about to come to a complete. Into 3 out of 4 to the line on the front straightaway. Sean Stevens wins. Second will be Daniel Boyd. McQuilkin was going towards the grass. Unofficially, he'll come over 3rd along with Luke Wilson in 4th. 5th is going to be Tyler Bish. And we'll have to see how this one plays out unofficially or officially, as the unofficial results have just been taken away. But we get set officially to take a look at heat race number 2 results. It's official. Sean Stevens gets the win from Daniel Boyd in 2nd. Luke Wilson 3rd. Tyler Bish 4th. And Tyler McQuilkin in 5th. Matt, look at the difference between Luke Wilson, Tyler Bish, and Tyler McQuilkin. There is 4 1,000ths of a second separating 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
Mate, it's very close there out on the racetrack, and well, it's very, very. Mate, you never see a finish like that in 360 wing sprint car competition as well, and that is probably one of the closest finishes I've seen between 3 cars.
Oh, here we go. Speaking of 3, heat race number 3 for Ace Esports, driving car number 77. Daniel Harding in the West Aussie / Kiwi will start from position number 1. The man, he's had more than a fair share of run-ins with him on the outside of row 1. Position number 2, the Momentum Sim Sports Speed Shop 51, Caliber 81. It's Joshua Walton, the real J-Dub.
Position number 3, inside row number 2 with the JSI Racing number 68 machine of Max Bevan. And on his outside, also for JSI Racing, teammate, the 74 machine of Jason Burke.
Yeah, getting word through that Maxie Bevan's sister is watching closely, seeing at how he fares in heat race number 3. Thomas Mitchell lines up from position number 5. He's outside the TB Motorsport number 60 machine. Stephen Haitley lines up position number 6.
Justin Wright in the 78 car will line up at position number 7 on his outside. This man hails all the way from Victoria, driving the Six Sim Sports number 16. That is Chris Lacey.
Row 5, final row in heat race number 3. Cade Winden lines up from position number 9. He's outside. That'll be Sam Derrico, position number 10. Couple of storylines in this one, of course. Couple of JSI guys in row 2. And yeah, that I'm getting word as well that Max Bevan, it really isn't even here, but he's on the racetrack. So, Max, you're not even here. Don't act like you were. I know his sister is watching closely in, but we've also got a battle of the J-Dubs. Justin Wright and Joshua Walton. And, well, Walton's got the advantage so far because he starts outside front row.
Yeah, definitely right, mate, as well. And I was actually having a chat with Josh Walton earlier on, and seems pretty confident coming into tonight as well. So can see the front row there, Hardigan and Walton. We saw these guys last season at Volusia Speedway Park, and they got actually pretty heated out on the racetrack, I do believe. No, that was Clayton Tilley. No, that's all right. So we're set for a start, Brett. Here we go, heat race number 3.
10 laps on the board, and Joshua Walton launches off on the front straightaway down into turn number 1 and 2. Hardigan going to sweep back to his inside, but Walton has the advantage from Hardigan. How will Hardigan play this one here in heat race number 3? Jason Burke running back there in 3rd position, drifts up the racetrack. Then you go back to Thomas Mitchell. Now Max Bevan got some company here with Stephen Hayden. Look out, Burke and Mitchell. Little contact there on the front straightaway, but no harm, no foul. And you see that speed shot 51 Vortex 02 machine of Mitchell. Now to the top side he goes. Jason Burke to the inside with a slide job down into 3 and 4. And tell you what, Max Bevan, he's going backwards in this one. He's certainly on the bike pedals right now, going backwards.
Yeah, that's right, mate, as well. Don't know what's going on with the throttle control in that race car, but also look at Chris Lacey. This guy's come all the way from position, way down back in the pack as well. He started in position number 8 on the racetrack, and look at him work the bottom side.
Oh, getting into the left rear of Thomas Mitchell. Here comes Stephen Haley. Meanwhile, there's a change in and maybe a challenge for the race lead. Walton on the outside, Hardigan. Now these two drivers, well, they've certainly had their fair share of dramas with one another, but again, they leave it all on the racetrack. Walton continues to lead, 4 down, 6 to run. Heat race number 3. Again, top 4 going through to the main event. Mitchell and Burke, they go side by side. Lacey on the inside of Haley now. And Haley around the outside. Lacey tried the bottom side, and well, he lost about 3 or 4 car lengths over Stephen Haley. Now here comes Burke on a slide job on, and Thomas Mitchell for the race lead.
Oh, how good out of turn number 4. That was for position number 3 on the racetrack. Out there as well. Thomas Mitchell, the Speedshot51.com Vortex Sim Sports number 02. Has all the way from WA. This guy knows how to pedal a sprint car. Look at him on the top side of the speedway. Berkey, though, with a slide job out of turn number 4. It's on like Donkey Kong right now for the 3rd spot.
6 down and 4 to run. The slider line from Joshua Walton holding off Daniel Hardigan. Jason Burke holding off Thomas Mitchell. But for how long? Because here comes Mitchell ducking back down low down into turn number 3. Now to 4. Oh, nearly rear nerf bar to front nerf bar contact. Stephen Haley, maybe one thing these drivers are already starting to contend with. Once they're on the top side out of turn number 4, you've got to be careful of that bump. As Mitchell into the wall and around. He doesn't go upside down, but Haley and Burke, they go side by side. But yeah, they're going to be careful of that bump coming out of turn number 4 because it can really unsettle the race car.
Yeah, definitely right, mate, as well. Coming out of turn number 4, he's definitely very Tetris on the top side of the racetrack. As we look at Stephen Haley and Jason Burke. Haley got the advantage down the back straightaway into turn number 3. 4 here comes Burke. Jason Burke, what a run. Final lap out of turn number 4, Brett.
White flag is out for Joshua Walton. He has got Daniel Hardigan in the 77, closing in down the back straightaway. Time going to run out for the 77. Oh, trying to drive it deep down into turn number 3 and 4. And had to really check up and get off the throttle. Josh Walton will win heat race number 3. Daniel Hardigan home in 2nd. 3rd to go to Stephen Haley. 4th is going to be Jason Burke. Those 4 drivers going to transfer directly into tonight's main event. Everybody else again, we'll go through your consolation races. We'll bring up heat race number 3 results for you right now on your screen. And it is confirmed with Joshua Walton getting the win. Daniel Hardigan home in 2nd. 3rd is going to be Stephen Haley. Jason Burke will transfer directly to the show with Justin Wright, Sam Derrico, Max Bevan, Cade Winden, Thomas Mitchell, and Chris Lacey all going to a B main. Matty, heat race number 3 about to make their way onto the racetrack behind the iRacing.com official post truck. Why don't you go and take us through row number 1 of heat number 4.
Heat number 4, race fans, and here we go. Bo Oldfield in the 084 machine will line up on the pole position on his outside. Team OBR Sim Sports. Lawrence and Hanson sponsored number 76 is Braden Shute.
Riley Stewart will pilot car number 27 from position number 3. He's outside, driving car number 25. It's Paul Bryan out of position number 4.
Jason Crawford for JSI Racing will up the 5 car out of 5. And on his outside, the number 95 machine for United Sim Sports, it's Kane Della.
Driving the PowerPoint, or the Power Plats presentation for JSI Racing. He drives car number 8. It's Craig Plater. Lines up from position number 7. He's outside, driving car 56. Chris Johnson will start from position number 8.
Position number 9 on the final road tonight here, race fans, for heat race number 4. From position 9 will be the 666 machine of Mark Scott. And on his outside, the Outlaw E-Racing number 21. That'll be Clayton Wise.
Now, there has been some developing and breaking stories in the sim world over the past couple of months.
Oh, do tell us, Brett. This is intriguing.
Now, there has been extensive testing throughout the various racetracks across the iRacing.com service lane. The dirt side of things mainly. Concrete walls do not move.
No, that's right.
Inside tyres do not move. I've just been told 30 minutes ago from a Power Plats presentation that the pole at Limaland on the infield, they don't move as well.
Oh, that's that obviously. I don't know where that came from. It's obviously someone must have got into that. But we're green for heat race number 4.
You weren't expecting that one, were you?
That's pretty gnarly, mate. Oh, look at this though. We're going to get back down to business, race fans, and here we go into turn number 3 and 4, though. Kane Della right in the middle of a 4-wide situation. Out of turn number 4, Chris Johnson, real life 14-wing sprint car driver out of Sydney, makes his way down to turns 1 and 2. Back down in the pack, though. Here comes Riley Stewart, though, the 52 machine. 27 machine. Moves his way up to position number 4, Kane Della through the middle. As well comes Jason Crawford, the Valvoline entry. Yeah, that bump already. Riley Stewart just hit it out of turn number 4, as did Kane Della. They certainly got it out of turn 4. And they didn't miss it one bit. Della slides up. Here comes Crawford. Back to the inside. Della into the wall. Johnson now trying to look to the inside, but he's going to have Platzi around the outside like a trailer park girl going now. He's going to try and split the middle right back through the middle and try and get himself into a better starting position in tonight's B main. Slides up Platzi in front of Johnson, that is. So they go side by side for positions 7 and 8. But it is still... Well, Paul Bryan has gotten by Braden Shooting. Paul Bryan, he's on the move right now in car number 25. Yeah, that's right, mate. Down the main straightaway into turns 1 and 2. Oldfield with a race lead, though. Into turn 1 and 2 he comes Braden Shoot. Into turns number 3 and 4. This time by race fans. The cross flags are out. 5 down, 5 to run. Right now, Riley Stewart on the bubble in that 4th and final transfer position. Meanwhile, you go back to Jason Crawford, Kane Della. They continue to battle out for positions 5 and 6, looking for a better starting spot in one of the B mains. They're looking at probably a front 2-row starting position if they were to finish position number 5, whereas they could be starting about row 3 or 4 in one of the B mains if you finish just behind 5th place in heat race number 4. 4 to run right now. Crawford goes and slides up to the top of the racetrack. Leaves Della right on the outside. Della into the outside concrete wall. Drives down into his left rear, and Crawford goes around. And look out, there is Kane Della going for a big ride. And, well, one car infield. And Mark Scott says he rubs his hands to them and goes, thank you very much. I'm going to go from about 14th to 5th. Yeah, that's right, mate. In one foul swoop as well. And that was a pretty gnarly ride there for Clayton Wise in the 21 car. As well, took a series of wild flips there, heading down the back straightaway as well. So did Kane Della as well in the 95 machine. Hopefully, those drivers will be able to get back out later on this evening for the consolation races. Meanwhile, Braden Shoot and Bray Oldfield going side by side for the race lead. Yeah, can Braden Shoot? He's left his run just a little bit late, but start on the outside of the front row in heat race number 4. Will come to the white flag this time by. Goes right through the slick there on the exit. And that's going to give the 84 back the race lead off Oldfield right now. Keep an eye on Paul Bryan. He's not going to give up without a fight. One little mistake, and here comes Paul Bryan. Nose to tail down the back straightaway, Matty.
into turns 3 and 4 for the final time.
Out of turn, into turns number 3 and out of turn number 4. Look out, race fans. Oldfield on to race to the finish. We'll have to confirm the positions for you, race fans, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be a close one. Wowee, what a finish that was between the top 3 cars there. Here is your official results. Bo Oldfield gets the job done over Braden Shute, Paul Bryan, Riley Stewart, which is your final transfer car into tonight's feature race. Mark Scott, positions 5 through to number 10, will be sitting on the hill, and, well, hopefully they will be able to contest in tonight's consolation races. Otherwise, it'll be a can of Coke and a chicken schnitzel roll later on. Here we go.
No meat pies tonight?
No meat pies tonight, mate. Sorry, they ran out. Here we go, mate. First consolation race of the night.
No, heat number 5 first up. Richie McLeod in the Team SETI number 14 machine will start from pole position to the outside of the front row. The Momentum Sim Sports Speed Shop 51. Number 51, it's Clayton Tilley, position number 2.
Daniel Cassidy, real life 14-wing sprint car driver out of Sydney, will line up in the HSV Sim Labs number 15 machine out of position number 3. And position number 4 is outside with the 29 car of David Clifford.
Row 3 will be Caleb Mills. Apparently he's the fastest camel. He's not the world's fastest camel. He's just the fastest camel. He'll start position number 5. We'll see how he goes. Leo Heaton will line up from position at number 6.
Position number 7 will be Riley Simpson in the 65 car and is outside the number 2 machine of Aston Rodriguez.
And then we go back to the 5th and final row. Kyron Redpath driving car number 44 will start position number 9. And Gary Chaplin lines up from position number 10. I believe we have had all 50 cars take to the racetrack in heat racing action. And good chat, Alex Robinson. Good chat. Solid chat. Probably one of the best chats you'll ever have. And I'll tell you what, I've had some very good chats. Max Bevan, I'll tell you, Max Bevan, he's a chit chatter.
Oh, I'm sure he is, mate, as well. So how good to have Kyron Redpath here tonight as well. One of the Redpath boys in the pit area for tonight as well. How good to have him in the field, as well as Daniel Cassidy. Good to have him in here. Good to see a lot of the real life sprint car boys having a go on iRacing. Here tonight for the JSI 360 wing sprint cars. Brett, we're set to go for Heat 5.
McLeod in the 14, Tilley in the 51, green flag is out, we are underway. Heat race number 5, the 5th and final heat race of the night. And who's going to get the jump into 1 and 2? Well, I'll tell you who it's going to be. It's Richie McLeod, but here comes Clayton Tilley. He's going to dive it down to the inside, down into turn number 3 and 4. And look out, here comes Daniel Cassidy, piloting that number 15 machine. He's back there in position number 3.
Just got caught a glimpse of the gnarly bump out of turn number 4 there as well. It's really unsettled the race car. Here comes the Challenger Kitchens, number 15, to the inside of Richie McLeod. Here comes Cassidy looking for a 2-for-1 slide job. Can't get the job done though. Moves up into position number 2 out of turn number 4 though, side by side with McLeod. Look at Cassidy on the top side of the speedway. How good, he gets the power down. As well, McLeod through the slick part of the racetrack as well into turn number 3 and 4 this time by Cassidy to the top side. Coming after you, race leader.
Well, Tilley's just so good on the bottom side, and he drives away from McLeod and Cassidy. McLeod. I said McCassidy. McLeod back to the inside. He'll take the spot away with Cassidy. Oh, backs out of the throttle, and well, I think some drivers could have learned to take it out of Cassidy's book then. Could have just backed out of the throttle out of turn 2 and not caused a big pile up, but just goes to show the real life experience compared to running here on the iRacing.com service. David Clifford up into position 4. Kyron Redpath 5th. Heaton, Rodriguez, Chaplin, Mills, Simpson. 3 cars already gone back to pit road, but at the moment it is all your race leader in the Speed Shop 51, number 51 machine for Momentum Sim Sports, and happens to be your points leader coming into the 360 SmackDown series of Clayton Tilley.
Yeah, that's right, mate, as well. He's always fast when he heads out onto the racetrack, and this guy, the 51 machine, I'm pretty sure he's a West Australian. I'm not sure where
Correct.
he actually lives. No, he is a West Australian. I thought so.
I can swear this guy never sleeps.
No, he doesn't, mate. He's always looking at making race cars faster here on iRacing, and, you know, if you ever need a setup, and well, as you know, Brett, as well, with the new logo on your race car here on iRacing, we always hit up speed shot 51 as well. So we got 3 laps left to run here in heat race number 5. Tilly, your race slid over McLeod. Cassidy in the 3rd spot. David Clifford over Kyron Redpath as well. The 44 car back in position 5. As well, there is Daniel Cassidy on screen there, running in the 3rd spot. The Challenger Kitchens NS15. Hales all the way out of Sydney. There's the Cichlids number 014 car of Richie McLeod there, running the bottom side of the speedway. Runs through the slick out of turn number 2. Heading down the back straightaway. Trying to track down your race leader, but not going to have enough time. We got the white flag, though, that flies out of turn number 4.
I normally say half a mile to go, but it's actually 3/4 of a mile to go, so still a fair way away from wrapping this one up. But 2 final left-hand turns for Clayton Tilley. He'll make his way down the back straightaway into turn number 3, much like what he's done so far in heat race number 4. He's just rolled the bottom side. Clayton Tilley will win and will start position number 5 in tonight's main event. Richie McLeod going straight through the show. He'll start position 10. Daniel Cassidy home in 3rd. 4th is going to be David Clifford. He'll start position number 20 in tonight's main event. And he'll take a look at your official results here for heat race number 5. We'll have a full field of C main and B main drivers. Of course, B main 1 and B main number 2. But confirmation and officially top four going through. Tilley, McLeod, Cassidy and Clifford. As we take a look here, that's your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid, and it's going to be 13 laps in distance. Only the top 2 will make it from B main number 1 and B main number 2. Starting from position number 1, it'll be Jacob Kronker. To the outside, the 78 of Justin Wright, position number 2.
Kyron Redpath went up the 44 car out of position number 3 and is outside the 45 car of Brody Masters.
Craig Plater lines up from position number 5. Drew Fenton will start position number 6.
Position number 7 with the JSI Racing 68 car of Max Bevan, and on his outside, the 26 car, of Leo Heaton.
Ricky Bates lines up from position number 9, and not very wise to be this far in a B main. It's Clayton Wise starts position number 10.
Errol Kirk in the 10 car line up out of 11, and on his outside, the Speed Shot 51, Vortex Sim Racing number 02W, that is Thomas Mitchell.
And your final 3 positions, the fastest camel. Caleb Mills starts position number 13. Kobe Wright lines up out of position 14. And Chris Johnson in the 56 will line up out of position number 15. 13 of these cars, Matt, are going to be very disappointed because only the top 2 will make it in. And they will start position 21 and 23 in tonight's 35-lap main event.
Mate, I heard down the back of the main grandstand here at USA is very good chicken schnitzel rolls, I heard, and very ice-cold cans of Coca-Cola sitting in their refrigerator. So 13 cars and 13 drivers will be able to have that just after this race. See how we go in this one. We've got 3 2 real-life sprint car drivers down the back of the bus in this one. No, Caleb Mills, I'm pretty sure, is a midget driver.
Correct, midget driver.
Yes. As well, but however,
actually called his race at Goulburn when the speed cars are there, and there was actually a red flag, and he actually pulled up right in front of the commentary box, and I politely stuck my finger up at him, but turns out he wasn't watching.
Well, mate, there's always the bird that comes out. So looks like we got a few cars upside down here at USA currently in turns 1 and 2, only lap number 1. In B main number 1, and your race leader at the moment is Kyron Redpath.
Did you know that the bird is the word? Everybody knows that the bird is the word.
Well, mate, flipping the bird is always one thing, but there's always a second way around that, but you never know.
Plater now to the bottom side, right through the middle, trying to slide up and take the line away from Kyron Redpath. A little bit of contact there. Redpath into the wall. He drove up it a little bit. Now here comes Leo Heaton now to the inside on Max Bevan. Max, you're not even there. Get up there, buddy. He's now going to try and make it 3 wide. Tries to go back right through the slick there on the exit of turn number 2. And Bevan and Plater side by side. Bevan to the bottom side. Platty to the outside. Then you go back to Heaton on the top side. And then Thomas Mitchell, Kyron Redpath rounding out your top 5. But if you're not first or second, it's time to pack it up, get the UMP, and try and get ready for the Knoxville Raceway.
Yeah, that's right, mate. As well, we've got a go-kart driver in the pit area for tonight as well. I believe that's Thomas Mitchell. Races go-karts over in WA as well.
Pretty
we can
sure
see him.
McQuilkin runs go-karts, I think.
Yeah, McQuilkin runs go-karts as well, I'm pretty sure. I've seen him, a few pictures taken of him in that go-kart, and I'm pretty sure I've seen Thomas Mitchell. He runs a shifter kart. I think it's over there in WA, which is pretty cool as well. So, a couple of cars. Mitchell got into another car there in turns 1 and 2, and Chris Johnson now came all the way from the back of the pack as well, and he's up to position number 4. Runs the top side of the speedway. The EWT Auto Dismantlers number 56. Heads down the back chute into turns number 3 and 4. Looking for the second position. He wants to transfer into tonight's B main number 2, but can't get the job done at the moment. He's got to head down. He's got 2 more positions to make up. Max Bevan is your race leader.
Yeah, he started, but Chris Johnson started 15th. He's now into 3rd. He is now 1 position away from making our 35-lap main event. I want to say this is about round number 6 or 7, but
no.
Did he catch the bump?
It's all over. Yeah, it's all over for Chris Johnson. He caught the bump on the outside of the racetrack, and that was all it for Chris Johnson. He'll be about as dark as 2 a.m. in that race car at the moment as well. But out of turn number 4, Brett, we've only got a couple of laps left to go. Max Bevan's your race leader.
Yeah, 5 to run for Bevan. Bevan started position number 7. Leo Heaton started 8, so both these drivers finishing at the moment running 1 and 2. They started row 4 out of 7th and 8th starting position. And they've done it just by casually rolling the bottom side of the racetrack. This racetrack, once this B main, or once the second B main comes out on the racetrack, once they tear that bottom side up just a little bit, it's really going to be a little bit treacherous on the top side, but it's going to get very, very technical on the bottom side as well. So there'll be a couple of different lines to choose from, and some of the drivers you might even see drive right through the middle of 3 and 4 and just slide it up to the cushion, see what kind of grip they can find. 10 down and 3 to run for Max Bevan.
Yeah, that's it, mate. Look at Kyron Redpath as well. Look at the wing angle on that race car at the moment as well. They've got curb records on board that race car for tonight as well into turn number 3 and 4. Look at him run the bottom side of the speedway out of turn number 3 and 4. Just finds that loose dirt as well, middle part of the racetrack as well. Into turns 1 and 2, Max Bevan on board with him right now. Heading down the back straight away. You can see how slick this racetrack is. Have a look at that, race fans, as well. Look at the torsion linkages working on that race car as well. You can see how much steering input he's using on the steering wheel as well. Uses the inside grass berm as a leverage, gets a left rear in the moisture.
I didn't realize Jim was in this race car. He was mowing that inside grass.
Oh, mate, Jim's mowing, mate. No, I don't know what's going on with that one.
No, he wasn't even there?
No, I wasn't there, mate. Sorry.
No, neither was Max Bevan, but he somehow manages to get the win.
Mate, it's all on tonight. How good is that? So Bevan gets the job done in this one, race fans, and transfers on. And, well, we're going to have 13 drivers who are going to be very, very hungry and very thirsty in a minute as well. We've got Max Bevan and Leo Heaton are your 2 cars moving on into tonight's feature race. Kyron Redpath as well, home in position number 3 and down to positions 15. Will line up at the canteen and have a beautiful tasting chicken schnitzel roll and a can of Coke afterwards. Once they get out of these race suits. Brett, we're going to have a look at your grid for B main number 2.
We certainly will. Starting from position number 1 in car number 47, it'll be Tyler McQuilkin. He'll start alongside the 666 of Mark Scott, starting position number 2.
Luke Johnson for JSI Racing, the 76 car out of position number 3, and on his outside, the 46 car of Sam Derrico.
Aston Rodriguez in the 2 will start from position number 5. And the 22 for Blackburn Motorsports, Shannon Blackburn, will start from position number 6.
Position number 7 with the United Sim Sports number 95 machine of Kane Deller on his outside. The 22 machine of Benjamin Harris.
Cade Winden lines up from position number 9. And Gary Chaplin lines up from position number 10.
Position number 11 will be the 50 car of Hayden Brown. Position 12 with the JSI Racing number 5. Got Valvoline on the car tonight as well. That'll be Jason Crawford.
Jaden Russell lines up from position number 13. Chris Lacey out of 14. And Riley Simpson out of position number 15. Oh, excuse me.
Getting tired there, Brett.
Yes. Yeah, look, when I've been getting 3-4 hours sleep a night, it is not good.
No, it's definitely not, mate. As well, I can vouch for that. It's always takes a toll on you throughout the week, as well as I'm sure a lot of these drivers also itching to get in their race cars and having a go here tonight on the iRacing service.
Yes, Platsy, you are keeping me up. This is what happens when you come to USA. Our virtual production truck nearly caught fire tonight just because I was that against coming here. But I would have put it out and travelled to Knoxville instead. This racetrack, I love to a T racing on it. When it comes to broadcasted races, I'd prefer to stay away. Hey, you know how you're talking about can of Coke?
Yes.
It's official now that it has been over a year since I had my last drink of soft drink.
Well, mate, congratulations and well done. I applaud you for that, mate. Well done. And I tell you what, I'm actually starting to lay off them as well. I've started on the zero sugar ones, but I know they're still bad for you, but who knows. As we're 3 wide, B-man number 2 is green though. And we got, the 46 car of Sam Derrico.
He should have taken a note out of the Power Plats presentation. The walls don't move.
That's right, exactly, mate, 100%. So he parked it on top of the concrete wall there in turn 3 and it resides now back in the pit area. We've got a battle on, though. Here comes Rodriguez to the bottom side. Oh, look out, almost contact there with Luke Johnson out of turn number 4. As well, he's got the Worth sponsored on board tonight as well. Have a look at that race car. Very nice looking race machine as well for Luke Johnson tonight, the 76 car. As well for LJR Motorsports as well on board. Here comes Rodriguez back to the top side. Once again, McQuilkin is your race leader though. How good we're side by side down the main straightaway into turns 1 and 2. It's not over yet, Brett.
No, we're a long, long way away from completing this one. We've still got 10 laps left to run here at this 3/4 of a mile distance in racetrack. Mark Scott battling with Shannon Blackburn. Blackburn runs the bottom side out of turn number 4, just behind the 76 here machine of Luke Johnson. And Johnson would love to put that 76 into the show. And, well, we know he's a very good sponsor here at JSI. And we obviously, without these sponsors, these drivers, these drivers certainly wouldn't have a place to race at.
No, definitely right, mate, as well. But good to see the 360 sprint cars here tonight at the USA International Speedway. It's been a minute since I've even raced on this racetrack. As well, here on the iRacing service, been doing a bit of racing around Cedar Lake lately in the What of Outlaws official series. So I had a good run earlier today, though. It was actually pretty decent. Came from 18th and finished first. So I'm not going to brag about that, though.
I would.
I would. Yeah, I know. It was a good run, actually. It was, what is it, it was a 32:30 SOF field, and I thought, well, that's not bad. So 18th to first, and yeah, it wasn't too bad, though. Track was actually pretty good. It was pretty rubber down, though. How good? So we're working lap number 7 currently of 13. Here in B-main number 2 for the JSI Racing 360 wing sprint cars. Aston Rodriguez is your race leader. McQuilkin back in 2. Mark Scott back in position number 3 comes Luke Johnson on the top side. Tries to get the power down in that race car. As well, Shannon Blackburn there on screen in the number 20, in the 37 car, for tonight as well. And we've got Mark Scott moving back up to position number 3 on the racetrack. Johnson back to the top side now. Gets caught up and almost upends the race car. That could have been as worse as we saw. But Shannon Blackburn taps the wall in on the back straightaway, and hopefully there's probably going to be a bit of damage to that race car as well. Rear torsion bar probably coming off the right-hand side of the 37 machine as well. Luke Johnson, though, up to position 5. Hayden Brown in the 50 car in position 4 at the moment.
Yeah, not sure what went on with Aston Rodriguez there in the 30 machine, but he was up there with Tyler McQuilkin for the race lead. McQuilkin bounces over that, bounces pretty much off that right coming out of turn 4. Mark Scott now slides into position 2. Brown slides into position 3. Luke Johnson back to 4th. And Aston Rodriguez, well, he's parked that 30 back pit side. 7 cars left on the racetrack. Johnson now down to the inside on the 50 of Hayden Brown. Slides up. Brown trying to turn it back underneath him now. This is your battle for positions 3 and 4, but at the moment, it's all for bragging rights at the moment. Who finished in front of who? Because only the top 2, Matty, with 2 to run, are going through to the show.
Yeah, definitely right, mate. As well, it's going to be on. Here comes Luke Johnson, though, up to position 3. As well, he's got a fair bit of ground to make up. He wants to catch the top 2 runners here tonight as well. Down to turns 1 and 2, though. White flag is out. McQuilkin, your race leader. Mark Scott in position 2 at the moment. And down the back straight where they run through turns number 3 and 4 this time by... Who's it going to be? McQuilkin and Mark Scott will make it to the line. McQuilkin will finish first. Mark Scott in second. Luke Johnson in position 3. Shannon Blackburn in 4. And that is the way they'll cross the line so far, as we'll take a look at your official results here on UltimateDirtTV here tonight. Race fans, hopefully you're enjoying the action. Here for the JSI Racing 360 Wing Sprint Cars.
Alright, so we'll just wait for the final car and session, the final prelim session to roll over before we take a look at your official results. And here they are about to pop up on your screen right now. It is official with Tyler McQuilkin gets the win. Mark Scott home in second. Those 2 drivers will start on the outside of the final 2 rows of tonight's main event. Everybody else will go home from Luke Johnson, Blackburn, Crawford, Brown, Wyndon, Rodriguez, Lacey, Harris, Derrico, Chaplin, and Simpson were your 13 cars to take to the racetrack. Matty, it's time for our main event. Let's go from back to front.
Here we go, race fans, from position number 24. Driving the 666 machine tonight, that'll be Mark Scott. To his inside, driving the 026 machine tonight, that'll be Leo Heaton.
Position number 22, it'll be Tyler McQuilkin. To the inside, the 68 for JSI Racing, it's Max Bevan.
Position number 20, driving the number 29 car out on the speedway tonight. That'll be David Clifford. To his inside, position 19, the 27 of Riley Stewart.
Position 18 for JSI Racing, it's Jason Burke. To the inside, the Yellow Esports, 41 of Tyler Bish, position number 17.
Position number 16, driver the number 14 machine tonight, that'll be Cooper Wilson. To his inside, the Challenger Kitchens, number 15, that'll be Daniel Cassidy.
Position number 14 will be car 25 of Paul Bryan. To the inside, the TV Motorsports, number 60 of Stephen Haitley, position number 13.
Here we go, race fans, from position 12 and onwards. Position number 12 with the 5 car of Luke Wilson. To his inside, the JPM Motorsports, number 55 of Cody Lawrence.
Richie McLeod for Team Seni pilots 014 from position number 10. Braden Shute for OBR Sim Sport, he'll start position number 9.
Position number 8 with Ace eSim Sports, number 77 of Daniel Hardigan. Position number 7 to his inside, the Speedshop51.com. Vortex Sim Racing, number 79, that'll be Daniel Boyd.
Craig Dunn will drive the Team SETI 057 machine from position number 6. To the inside, the 51 for Momentum Sim Sports and the Speedshop51.com entry. It's Clayton Tilley starts position number 5.
Oldfield on the outside of row number 2. Joshua Walton on the inside of row number 2 in position number 3.
Your front row, outside front row, car 26 of Sean Stevens. He'll start position number 2. And driving the Black Diamond Motorsports Caliber 90 machine, Trevor Royer, one of the lone Americans in the field here tonight. In fact, I think there's 2 of them. He will start from position number 1. 35 laps on the board. Another round of the 360 SmackDown series here, live from the virtual USA International Raceway here in Lakeland, Florida. We are green for 35 laps in distance.
Down to turns number 1 and 2. Lap number 1, a lot of fuel in these race cars.
30 gallons.
Oh yeah, full race tank here for these race cars here tonight as well. At a turn number 4, your early race leader is Trevor Rose across the line. Sean Stevens takes the race car down to bottom corner and looks for the race lead. Couldn't get the job done though. Both Oldfield and Sean Stevens make contact. Clayton Tilley involved in that as well. Look out, it's going to be a 6-car pile up. Oh dear, and we are yellow, yellow, yellow.
Why am I not surprised at that coming from Bo Oldfield?
Well, I suppose some race car drivers never mature, as we would say, Brett. You always find one. Not something that you want to see, though, in a 360 wing sprint car A-main. As well, Braden Shute moving up as well. Looks like Sean Stevens going to be back down in the pack now. Started close towards up the front as well.
You know what? I'm just going to, before I put him on blast, I'm going to go back and take a look at that one. We're going to take a look here.
Yeah, let's have a look, mate.
I do want to see if this is his fault, because I may have jumped the gun. Let's take a look. Alright. Let's wind it back a bit. I may have jumped the gun. It's probably just a racing.
I will be honest there, mate. I think both you and I jumped the gun a little bit. I think that was just a racing deal. Both two cars looking for the same piece of racetrack, and I think they just came together. And well, Sean Stevens copped the worst end of the stick of that one. Clayton Tilley as well, back down in the pack in position 16. The Speed Shop 51.com racecraft entry as well. If you need setups for any kind of dirt racing here on the iRacing service, be sure to hit up Clayton Tilley and the Speed Shop 51.com team.
You know what's interesting?
What's interesting, mate?
Well, Oldfield's gone to the back. Whether that was his call or whether that was race control's call, I'm not too sure on that one. But I'll apologise to Bo, because at first thought I did think that was his fault, but after looking at the replay, to me it just looked like a racing deal.
Yeah, I'll do the same, mate, as well. So apologies to the 084 car of Bo Oldfield as we go back to green flag racing here at USA.
Royer to the top side down into turn number 1 and 2. Walton right. Well, he was through the middle now, cuts it down to the low side. Couple of team drivers, Team SETI drivers. Craig Dunn on the inside of Richie McLeod. Then you go back to Daniel Hardigan. That rounds out the top 5. A lot of these drivers still trying to find the grip, starting to continue to roll the bottom of the racetrack. Sean Stevens in the 26. He is out of the event, so tough break for the driver that was second quick here tonight and picked up a heat race win. Walton now on the inside of Royer. Black Diamond Motorsports up against Momentum Sim Sports. Momentum Sim Sports. Joshua Walton has the advantage down into turn number 3, out of turn 4. Royer tried to get a run on the outside, but Walton will lead lap 7.
Yeah, to the inside goes Joshua Walton. Here comes Royer. Gets the power down in the race car. Trying to track down Joshua Walton as well for this race lead at the moment as well. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the lap ticker as well. So Royer and Josh Walton battling it out for the race. Here comes McLeod. Royer into the safety catch fence. And well, he lost a lot of ground on the 81 car. Here comes Daniel Hardigan, the West Aussie. No, he has out of the Northern Territory, I believe.
West Aussie.
West Aussie. That's it. Hopefully should see him get up to the Northern Territory for the Chariots of Thunder coming up next month. Hopefully we should be able to be out of lockdown by that time and see a lot of cool drivers up there for that as well. However though, Hardigan through the middle here at the USA International Speedway though, drifts down low out of turn number 4. Richie McLeod as well. We're working lap number 11 of 35.
Yeah, keep an eye on Hardigan through 3 and 4. He just sort of rolled a lane and a half up from the bottom side and actually pulled up alongside Richie McLeod as he goes Royer now to the outside on Hardigan down into 3. McLeod's now gone to that line, although he was a little bit higher than what Daniel Hardigan was. Little bit of a diamond formation. 4 positions, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1 by 2 by 1. Harding and Royer continue to go side by side as we work on lap 11 completed. Still 24 remaining.
Down to turn number 3 and 4 this time by... Here we go, race fans. Walton still your race leader, though, out of turn number 4. Gets a bit unsettled. Does Joshua Walton. Got a bit sideways coming out of turn number 4 then. As well, McLeod up to the second spot. Here comes Trevor Royer. Just see that race car absolutely snap into shot there. On the top side of the speedway as well, this guy is absolutely pedaling it on the top side. Trying to bang the walls down here at USA tonight. As well, Walton back down to the bottom side of the speedway. Royer back up to the top side.
Yeah, Walton, McLeod and Royer 1, 2 and 3 at the moment. Working on about 3 or 4 laps away from half race distance being completed here in the 360 SmackDown series. The JSI Racing 360 series is Royer now back to second momentarily down into 1 and 2, but McLeod goes back to the inside. Royer continues to rail the cushion on the top side of the racetrack. Royer back in position number 2, trying to get back that number 1 position where he originally started from and trying to get a qualifying result, a heat win, along with a feature win. But he's got to get by the real J-Dub of Joshua Walton, but Richie McLeod is right there with him as well. So a 3-car battle as they close in on Mark Scott in 20th position, who is about to be put a lap down.
Yeah, that's right, mate. Lap traffic about to become a factor here at the USA International Speedway. As well, Walton's gone to the bottom. Royer's gone to the top side. Out of turn number 4 as well, down the main straightaway. Oh, Royer absolutely made that stick as well on the top side around Mark Scott. As well, he comes Royer back on the top. As well, takes over P2 from Richard McLeod.
Well, Royer's got this thing working on the top side of the racetrack, and the best thing to note as well, Matty, all these drivers, they're all on the same setup, so it comes back down to drivers positioning their wing, but also how they react to the race car, where they can find the fastest lines. Next time by, we're about halfway home this time by down the back straighter, because we are 35 laps in distance, and we are now going to complete 18.
Yeah, that's right, mate. Out of turn number 4 this time by, down the main straightaway. Here comes Royer. Royer's gone back to the top once again. We're going to call him the topside bandit here tonight as well. He's absolutely knocking the walls down here at the USA International Speedway here in Lakeland, Florida. How good tonight. Walton still on the bottom as well. Working lap number 20 now of 35.
Well, Walton about to be graced with presence from Trevor Royer on the top side of the racetrack, and Walton might be in for the time of his life right now. He'll go to the bottom once again, down into 3. He'll stay down there, all the way down to the bottom side. Clayton Tilley keeping an eye on him, and Bo Oldfield as well. They both had to come through the field. Tilley's up to 14th. Bo Oldfield is up to position 15th. Some other big movers and shakers, the likes of Tyler Bish, Cooper Wilson, Paul Bryan, both drivers, or those 3 drivers should say, picked up 7 and 8 positions. Richie McLeod, he started 10th. He's up to 3rd as well. New race leader into turns 3 and 4. 14 laps remaining for Trevor Royer. And Walton followed him on the top side through 3 and 4.
Yeah, that's right, mate. Heading down the main straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Going back to the top side as well. And I think Joshua Walton has realised that the bottom side is still working, but the fastest way around this racetrack right now is on the top side of the speedway. Got to remember, here at USA, around the top side, you'll use the most fuel running around up there, though. As well, depends on the throttle control in these race cars right now. The track's still a little bit slick. A lot of moisture still up there on the top side, though. Here comes McLeod on the inside of Walton. Walton now looking to be relegated back to the 3rd spot. McLeod on the inside of Josh Walton. Couldn't get the job done, though. We are yellow, yellow, yellow.
Oh boy, caution late in this one. And it's going to be the AC Sports driver of Cody Lawrence. He's the reason why we are under the yellow flag conditions for just the 2nd time in tonight's main event. And, well, maybe he didn't get the memo either. Maybe he has not read the Power Plat's presentation. The wall does not move.
No, that's right, mate, as well. here tonight at the USA International Speedway. So, couple of drivers caught the wall here tonight already. Sam Derrico was one, as we saw him in B main number 2 action, caught the wall in turn 3. And now Cody Lawrence here in tonight's feature action, working lap 25. We'll be going back to the green flag, working lap number 26. When we do go back to green flag action here at USA. Looking at the top 5 at the moment, though, riding on board with Trevor Royer, the Black Diamond Motorsports number 90 machine is your race leader. Joshua Walton in the 2nd spot. Richard McLeod in 3. Craig Dunn in 4. Daniel Hardigan rounds out the top 5. Here tonight at the USA International Speedway for the JSI Racing 360 wing sprint cars. Still rolling around here at under caution lights.
And
drivers
one to
form
go.
up.
One to go, buddy. One to go.
So here we go. Brett, we've seen a good race here tonight so far, mate. You know, so still a little bit of a ways left to go. About 10 laps left to go as we cross the stripe when we go back to the green flag.
If you're on this racetrack, Matty, on this restart, where would you go?
Mate, look, it's a bit tough actually, because there's a lot of grip around this racetrack at the moment. I've been paying attention to what's going on with this racetrack, and as we look at the racetrack as well, there's still a lot of moisture up on the top side of the speedway as well. So that's probably where I would go on this restart, though, as we go back to greener here at the USA International Speedway.
I'll tell you what, we're going to find out where Walton's going to go. Walton's going to go back to the number 1 spot, but here comes Royer back down to the inside. Royer gets the run down into 3 and 4. Here comes McLeod again. Craig Dunn. Then you go back and take a look at Daniel Harding and holding off Paul Bryan for position number 5. McLeod back to position 2. So Walton goes from position 2 to the race lead. Back to 2, back to 3. And everybody, oh no, Bryan into the side there of Daniel Harding. We are going to stay green for the time being as Royer back to the cushion down into 3 and 4. McLeod down to the bottom. Lap number 28 is complete. 7 laps remaining here at USA International Speedway. Can Trevor Royer, can he go to victory lane here at USA?
Oh, how good is this race shaping up to be so far? Late in the race already. Here comes McLeod. Down to the inside on Royer. Richard McLeod, the cichlids number 014 machine on the low part of the speedway as well. Almost pulls a wheel stand coming out of turn 4.
Well, McLeod goes back to the bottom and goes back to the race lead momentarily. You see the front end bouncing in that Tim Sams Black Diamond Motorsports number 90 machine. Now here comes Joshua Walton in the 81 machine. Top 3, you can throw a blanket. Top 4, get a little bit longer blanket because Craig Dunn, any mistake from the top 3 with 5 to run. And Craig Dunn is waiting to pounce on an opportunity to put himself onto a podium right now. But Richie McLeod just seems to have this thing and this racetrack figured out with 4 to go this time by, Matty.
How good, race fans. Out of turn 4 this time by. Down the main straightaway into turns number 1 and 2. Royer back to the top side. Here comes Craig Dunn, though. On the bottom side of the speedway, you can throw a blanket over the top 3. Down the back straight they run. Richard McLeod, though, on the bottom side of the speedway, out of turn number 4, the cichlids, number 014 car. As well, down the main straight, he comes Royer, back to the top side. In turns 1 and 2. Brett, next time around the speedway, we got 2 to run.
Well, what a way to wrap up the 360 SmackDown night, or portion of the night, I should say. A racetrack that has had multi-grooves, top and a bottom. We've seen a couple of drivers work the middle at some points of the racetrack throughout the night in this 35-lap main event. It's still Richie McLeod, Trevor Royer 1 and 2, Walton and Dunn in 3rd, a lap and a half to go. as we head down the back straightaway for the penultimate time. Can the Cichlids 0-14 entry for Team SETI? Can Richie McLeod, can he find victory lane? He gets a good run at the bottom side, but Roy's got an even better run. Boy, that was tight like a tiger on the front straightaway. McLeod back to the inside. Royer back to the outside. It's going to be a drag race down the back straightaway. Who's going to have it for the final time? Here at USA International Speedway into turns 3, out of turn 4. Royer's got the run. Can he get there? No, Richie McLeod will hang on for a win. Here at USA, Royer comes home in second. Josh Walton in third, followed closely behind by Craig Dunn and Cooper Wilson. Going to round out the top 5. Holy cow. Matty, what a way to finish the USA.
Mate, that was absolutely unreal. How good tonight. We got to put your hands together, race fans. All the people watching on UltimateDirtTV here tonight, bang your hands together for the Team SETI 014 machine of Richie McLeod. What an absolute stellar drive.
Your official results on your screen right now. Richie McLeod gets the win by 0.169 of a second over Trevor Royer in second. Joshua Walton, well, he couldn't open up a can of whoop ass with a 3:16, finishing back there in third. Craig Dunn fourth. And then you go back to Cooper Wilson rounding out your top 5.
Position number 6 through to the rest of the field was Daniel Boyd, Braden Shute. Daniel Hardigan was home in position number 8, AC Zip Sports number 77. Luke Wilson home in 9th. Max Bevan will round out your top 10. Bo Oldfield in 11th. Tyler Bish 12th. Jason Burke 13th. Paul Bryan position 14th. Leo Heaton in position 15.
Riley Stewart 16th. Mark Scott 17. Daniel Cassidy 18. 19th. Clayton Tilley. Cody Lawrence 20th, Tyler McCoolkin 21st, 22nd Stephen Haitley, 23rd David Clifford, and 24th was Sean Stevens. We'll hopefully chat to your top 3 here in just a few moments' time, and once we do, in fact, we've got positions number 2 and 3 ready to go. So what I'll do, I'll bring in the driver that comes home in 3rd place here tonight. And, well, it's where he started. He leads a bunch of laps, but 3rd place will have to do for this driver. Josh Walton home in 3rd place, and talk us through that one, mate. That was looked like it was an entertaining battle for sure.
Yeah, mate, that was a fun race actually. I really enjoyed that one. Just took a little bit longer than what I probably should have to get to the top and burn some fuel off. She was pretty heavy on the tail for that first half, and once I seen Trevor round me up around the top, I knew I had to try and get up there, and yeah, it sort of made the middle work a bit towards the end, and a couple more laps would have been interesting.
Mate, this racetrack pretty much throughout that whole feature event, it looked like there was 2 different distinct lines, a top, a bottom, sort of middle of the race. There was a line where it came through in the middle of 3 and 4. How much were you trying to search around late in that race to try and find the fastest line, or were you sort of just had a game plan in mind and that's what you were going to stick with?
I didn't have a massive game plan in mind really. I knew the bottom would be quick at the start, and then it was just a matter of finding when that top was going to come in. Definitely didn't feel confident enough running the top. It's just really rough on the exit at both ends, so I just sort of settled in and got into a rhythm with the bottom and the middle, and brought it home.
No, Peter, well, look, well done on a 3rd place finish here tonight. Good looking hot rod, a lot of good sponsors on this car, a lot of good people behind the scenes, buddy. An opportunity for you to thank those sponsors and people.
Yeah, mate, absolutely. Just like to thank JSI for putting this on every week. It's great to be a part of it. And UltimateDirtTV for streaming. It's always good to be able to watch it and watch back and have everyone watch in. Speed Shop 51 for all your weekly setups and driver coaching. Racecraft simulations, CT designs, Vanderpool construction, everything dirt, Verdict clothing, and cool chassis as well. And everyone else who makes it happen.
All right, there we go. Josh Walton, ladies and gentlemen, home in 3rd place. Matty Bailey caught up with our 2nd place finisher.
Yeah, down here tonight as well. Home in position number 2 is the Black Diamond Motorsports number 90 machine of Trevor Royer, the only American, or one of Americans here tonight in the field. Trevor, mate, what a run here to finish off the night. It was a pretty awesome race out there.
Yeah, would have liked to got the win starting on the pole. Hadn't been on the track since Heat 1, so I wasn't really sure where to run or where to put my wing. And the beginning, and Josh was able to get by me, and I just pretty much stayed committed to the top and was hoping burning fuel off was going to give me a bit of an advantage there at the end. And man, I didn't want to see that yellow with like 8 to go or whatever, because I thought I had a good enough rhythm that I wasn't going to be able to get touched. But hats off to Richie. He had the bottom hooked up, man. I was giving everything I could on the top to try to stay ahead of him, and nearly did, but I guess second will do.
Mate, run us through the closing laps of this race. Obviously, the top side of the speedway in turns 1 and 2 and out of turns 3 and 4 as well was pretty gnarly.
Oh, yeah, I was I don't know if the broadcast was able to capture it too well, but my front wheel started hopping if I got too far up on the cushion, and the only way to stop it was to let off a little bit, and I was just trying to run that fine line where I'm not in the slick, but I'm not hopping the front tires, and especially coming out of 4, there's a big ass like jump coming out of 4, and if you hit that the wrong way, it'll shoot you right into the wall. So definitely not easy. Hopefully sold some t-shirts right on the top there for 35 laps.
I've already bought 35 t-shirts.
35, nice.
Yeah. I look, 90 bucks a pop, mate. I had to splurge.
Well, Trevor, mate, it was an awesome race by your team here tonight, mate. No doubt some sponsors you want to thank on this race car.
Oh, yeah. First, I'd like to thank UltimateDirtTV, my primary sponsor on my car. My team, Black Diamond Motorsports, Drew Neal, 19 Designs, does my paint jobs. Tim's Dirt Track Simulators, JSI for putting this league on. You guys for putting on the broadcast. I'm sure with the two of you doing on the commentary, it was pretty entertaining to watch us battle for that win there.
Mate, I can assure you that. I was going to say the Aussie duo is back, mate. Mate, it was an awesome race, mate. Obviously, no doubt, and we'll hopefully, mate, you can see this. We'll see this 90 car back again next week.
Yep, sure will. Thanks, guys.
That was Richard McLeod as well down here in the pit area. Brett Wheeler, you're up with our race leader.
Yeah, no, I'm not actually. He's decided well, I'm not sure what he's done. We are still waiting on him, but I think that is going to wrap up the post-race interviews for tonight. No Richie McLeod, so well done to Richie on getting the win. He started position number 10. Matty, one of 4 drivers that made significant advances through the field. And you pick up 9 spots, you got to be pretty confident going into, or confident, that you pick up a hard charger. That is not entirely what happened. He was the 3rd highest mover through the field. Leo Heaton picked up 8 spots. Mark Scott picked up 7. Richie McLeod picked up 9. Max Bevan and Cooper Wilson tied for hard charger, both picking up 11 spots, but I'm going to give it to Cooper Wilson just for the pure and simple fact that he finished higher. He finished in 5th position, whereas Max, well, he wasn't there. He only finished in 10th.
Well, hopefully his sister's got something to say to him about that. Hopefully she'll give him an ass whooping. So, mate, we'll see what happens there, mate. It was an absolute pleasure being here with you tonight, mate. And obviously, what an awesome race. And hopefully, good luck to all the drivers in the UMPs tonight. Yeah, well, I'll be taken to the Knoxville Raceway for the UMP Rumble in round number 1. A big thank you to, of course, JSI, LJR, and everybody that helps out behind the scenes here at JSI Racing. A big thank you to our own sponsors and partners here at Ultimate Dirt TV. A big thank you to, of course, World of Thunder Esports League, Spartan Transportation, Octane Inc., Locked On Lads, and SpeedShop51.com. Until next time, on behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV and the management behind the scenes, on behalf of Matt Bailey, this is Brett Wheeler signing off, saying good night. We'll see you back shortly for some UMP Modifieds.